everyone, Dr.K, naturopathic sports medicine doctor. Today talking about fascia. So I've gotten quite a few questions about fascia, what it is, what are all the new treatments, just simply fascia focused, what does that mean? So fascia is a very thin web-like connective tissue. So when I say tissue, item that your body has produced that's basically like an envelope essentially that is surrounding organs, bones, muscle, and its purpose essentially is protection, impact. So like when things are jostling around, it's part of, reducing the impact, keeping things where they need to be. So like dividing organ spaces and quadrants and that type of thing. And I had somebody from CanFit Pro. CanFit Pro teaches a whole course on fascia, and it's very interesting. And one of the pro trainers told me that they explain fascia like saran wrap. So it's like a saran wrap around the muscles, and if something happens to the muscle, like it gets injured or damaged or overstretched, then the saran wrap, you can imagine if saran wrap was like surrounding a piece of meat, for example, and all of a sudden the meat gets all mangled, the saran wrap all sticks together and becomes like this mess. So that's one analogy. Another analogy is that it's like an envelope. So the letters are in the envelope and it's kind of like that. It surrounds everything and protects it. So that's essentially what it is. It's like a network of tissue that is around your entire body, and some philosophies are that it's one big sheet, some philosophies are that it's multiple sheets going in different directions. The main point is that if you're injured in one area, so let's say, for example, you have a shoulder injury, it's never just the shoulder. It's always going to affect somewhere along the chain as well. So, for example, you have a shoulder injury, so then the muscle is injured and, scar tissue develops, and then you have like this kind of stuck spot here. Then when I go to move, let's say, then now I'm pulling everything. I'm not just able to freely move like I was before. Now everything is stuck together. So now it's pulling everything. As you can see, my whole shirt is going with it, right? So the whole point of the theory is that if something happens to the fascia, everything that is connected to that fascia is now going to be pulled on or, displaced depending on what the injury is. So whether you subscribe to fascia or you subscribe to, the bone impacts muscle or the muscle impacts bone, it's all really going to work out to the same thing. You might get it treated slightly differently, but essentially if you're manipulating the bones, you're affecting the muscle and you're affecting the fascia. If you do massage, you're affecting, lymphatic, you're affecting fascia, you're affecting muscle, you're also affecting bone because the muscle may be so tight that it's pulling on a bone, for example. So again, however you decide to look at it and treat it, always remember that even if one spot is damaged, think of what's above and what's below that area. So shoulder has been the most common thing I've seen lately. That's why it comes to mind. But when somebody hurts their shoulder, I'm not only looking at the shoulder itself, but I'm also like, okay, what's happening with their traps? What's happening with their neck? Are they holding their shoulder up a little bit more than they used to? And how's that affecting the lower back? So as much as, yes, we focus on the area that hurts, we're also addressing the above and below to make sure that it heals properly and that you're getting, pain management for the area, but also preventing things happening later on down the road. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.